Could you just kind of talk about, I mean, I guess the whirlwind it was for you and the new home? I mean, what's it been like for you? How have you kind of acclimated to the new role?
I've acclimated pretty well, just having an opportunity to that whole going into that summer, you get, that month off kind of deal. So I got to take time and be with my family and talk over the situation, and just one of those situations I couldn't pass up. And moving over there, Coach Belichick's been very helpful. Coach Kitchens, Matt Lombardi, our player director, personnel like Francie, they've all been helpful. So it's been good.
Talk about, I mean, obviously you look at that staff, lots of NFL experience. When you went to kind of make that decision, I mean, how much did that play a role for you?
I mean, it plays a huge role. I mean, you go to a situation where it feels like everyone has great experience. Even with our wide receiver coach, Coach McGee, he played at Oklahoma and was an OC with Louisville, and had those situations where he was able to call plays. Just like Will Friend and Freddie Kitchens and all these guys have so much experience I can learn from. It just feels like I can turn any corner I can walk into, a mentor session. To be honest.
Last year, got the chance to watch you in Tiger Stadium, South Alabama, came and played LSU. I mean, just one of those things, man, for you. Why did you want to make this decision? And a lot of guys said, we just want to prove something else. What was the kind of the leading factor for you?
The leading factor for me was, I just, of course, I love South Alabama. I love playing for Coach Applewhite. It was an amazing opportunity. But just the situation to play, bigger football and play in a situation where I can produce and, play for Coach Belichick, all in all, it's a hard situation to pass up. I feel like any quarterback would, struggle to pass that opportunity up. And, just be one of the first quarterbacks for Belichick would be, awesome.
I don't know how much you can talk about this, but we've talked with some of the recruits that have taken visits in this next class, man. They talked about some of the guys on this roster, just seeing the early chemistry. What can you speak to? Just how have you been able to bond with your team?
This since summer one started with, classes and working out and, training, it feels really good. I already hang out with the guys. I went to Top Golf with them, hang out with them in the locker room. I feel like I'm around them as much as I possibly can be. And I've, gotten close with the O-line, D-line already, defensive guys, offensive receivers, of course, running backs, just everybody. I've just, it's crazy how fast you can make chemistry if you really care about it.
Last one for you. What are you hoping to prove? Maybe just personally. I know team goals are big for you, but what are you hoping personally to prove?
Of course, I want to, win every game. That's a natural response. But, for me, I just want to prove that I can play in this level. And, I know my big thing is my height. That's the big thing for me. And, there's a show the opportunity that there's, it doesn't really matter from my, my point of view, and I'm going to play ball, and I'm fun to watch. I know I am.